Welcome. My name is Shay Rivera, Vice Principal at Rahway High School, and I had the pleasure of spending this morning with your wonderful children as we practice for tonight's very exciting commencement. Each person in the stadium is someone who had a direct or indirect role in supporting all of our students at Rahway High School, individually and or collectively. For that, we are grateful. As our 2020 class closed out their senior year in a highly unprecedented fashion, our 2021 class entered their senior year in the same manner for a much longer amount of time. Tonight, we will sit and we will reminisce about our challenges, victories, celebrations, losses, and gains over the last 15 months. More so, we will join together as one, unified to recognize and to celebrate this persistent and remarkable senior class of Rahway High School. I have a few brief announcements. I'd like to give a special thank you to the Honor Guard of the Rahway Police Department for presenting our flag this evening. Also, our graduates will receive their diplomas following our ceremony and will meet with family and friends once they have it in hand. Rahway's Finest has blocked Central Avenue temporarily. We ask that our guests not enter the field during diploma distribution. Without further ado, I now present to you our class of 2021 senior class president, Astasia Limbrick.
I'm not so nervous this time. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the flag salute, the national anthem, and a Rahway High alma mater. Senior Select Chorus, please take your places on the risers.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Rahway High School alma mater.
Our glorious colors, red and black, float proudly to the sky. We'll honor you where'er you go, and hold thy banner high. We'll sing to the dear alma mater of love that shall never die. We'll strive for thy glory eternal.
Good evening, faculty, administration, friends, family, and of course, my amazing fellow graduates. We made it! It feels like yesterday we were enrolled in pre-K, having pizza parties, getting gold slips. All my OG Grover kids know about them gold slips. And having recesses filled with knockout games, races, and tag. The journey to graduation hasn't been smooth, and I honestly applaud each and every single one of you for making it through. We're really graduating. Through all of our years of sitting at desks and listening to teachers educate, we were unconsciously being nurtured into who we are right now. Excellent, hardworking, and determined beings. You realize that none of us gave up, right? Okay. Although we thought about it multiple times, especially when studying late at night for a big test and attending school during a pandemic. We pushed through because we knew in the end it will all be worth it. Soon we are going to study what we've been interested in since we came out of the womb, or we are going to fulfill a different goal. Regardless of our path, let us all strive to live a fulfilling life. All of us are going to start a different journey after today, and it's our responsibility to continue being a hardworking, excellent, and determined person Rahway High helped nurture us into, whether you believe it or not. We are the future change makers of this world. Regardless of your path in life, whether as an artist, dancer, actor, nurse, engineer, chef, electrician, or some other path, we can all make a positive difference in this world. We are more than equipped and capable of doing so. And while we are living and breathing on earth, everything we do can make an impact, big or small. So make everything that you do count. It can be as small as sweeping a step so in the future no one no one falls and trips on a piece of paper. And it can be as big as discovering a cure for cancer or AIDS. We are the future leaders of this world. Let's make a world in which we want to raise our kids in. So before we all go our separate ways, I have one last thing of which I want to remind you all. It is vital to maintain a positive mindset when the going gets tough. I know for a fact that we will all be tested and will face the most difficult challenges after today. And to make it through those challenges, we have to believe that we can. If you have a negative attitude about life, your life will be filled with negativity and vice versa. Each day we make the effort to better your mindset, and you will get through anything and everything. And with that being said, my fellow graduates, the class of 2021, it's only up from here. I'm done. So I'm done.
Thank you, Estacia. That was beautiful. Next, I am happy to introduce our first-year new principal at Rahway High School for the 2020-21 school year, Dr. Carrie Fields.
Welcome. Good evening, Superintendent Camp, members of the Rahway Board of Education, city officials, faculty, parents, guardians, and of course, the class of 2021. What a year it's been. I recall how excited people have been to leave the pandemic year of 2020 behind. And here we are. This school year has been like no other. We've weathered this pandemic, and unfortunately, we've seen people around us struggle. It hasn't been easy on many of us. Most of you have spent much of the year learning virtually. Some of you have felt isolated at times. Let's face it, we've all felt isolated at times during this pandemic. There has been political and social unrest, and we've seen some images we would rather not have seen. And with a heavy heart, we said goodbye to two beloved faculty members, Mr. David Rosa II and Miss Ebony Brooks. With a less heavy heart and excitement for what their next stage of life will bring, we saw Miss Lauren Palermo, who dedicated 28 years to the Rahway community, and Mr. Robert Zeck, who dedicated 17 years, head off into retirement. But it's been a year of beginnings too. This has been my first year as the Rahway High School principal. You have welcomed me so warmly, and for that I am grateful. Jumping into the setting while everybody was virtual was not an easy transition. That is something we will always have in common. Let us hope that next year will be an easier year with fewer disruptions and a return to our normal lives. You're beginning a new chapter, and one day look back at this time in your life, and when you do, I hope that you remember that you made it. Yes, you made it. Through a pandemic, through virtual learning, through all the other obstacles and emotional unrest this year brought. You have shown strength, resilience, and determination. Activist Christopher Reeve stated, "A hero is an ordinary individual who finds the strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles." You have all proven to be heroes in your own unique ways as you overcame the obstacles this year presented to earn your high school diplomas. You made it, and you're going to keep on making it. You will make it all the way through college, your military training, or whatever your next challenge will be. I want you to make a promise to yourself. Promise that you'll remember this moment, that you'll remember how hard senior year was, but that you made it anyway. And when things get tough, and they will, please remember this moment, this accomplishment. Speaking of tough, we've seen some glaring examples of social injustice in our country this year. I'm sorry to say that my generation isn't handing your generation a pristine world. But you have the power to change the world. You have the power to make it a better place. And if sometimes that task seems a bit daunting, remember that you made it through high school during a pandemic. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Congratulations, class of 2021. It has become tradition to recognize our graduates who have enlisted with the branch of the armed forces. Please stand when I call your name. Zachary Deebs, Marines. Luis Ortiz, Navy. Nevin Amar Quinones, Marines. Caitlin Sorber, Marines. Thank you for your decision to serve our country. At this time, I'm proud to present our valedictorian, Scott Wosu. Scott, please come to the stage to receive your medal. No, you can leave it off. It should work. Yes. Next, I am honored to call our salutatorian, Jacqueline Zafra Ortiz, to the stage to receive her medal. As I acknowledge the top 10 of our graduating class, I ask that every student and their parents stand as I call your name. Number 1, Scott Wosu, son of Francis and Agnes Wosu. Number 2, Jacqueline Zafra Ortiz, daughter of Francisco and Anselma Zafra Ortiz. Number 3, Juliet Rhino, daughter of William and Marcia Rhino. Number 4, Diana Bonola, daughter of Rodrigo Martinez Gonzalez and Beatriz Canabal. Number 5, Caitlin Sorber, daughter of Ralph and Tara Trappas. Number 6, April Thomas, daughter of Les and Arlene Thomas. Number 7, Genesis Tatiana Perez Chinchilla, daughter of Carlos and Inoska Fuentes. Number 8, Jacob Martinez, son of Santos Martinez and Magdalena Visarratea. Number 9, Stephanie Ferreira, daughter of George and Maria Ferreira. Number 10, Atali Lopez, daughter of Baltazar Lopez and Norma Vasquez. Congratulations, job well done.
I invite our valedictorian, Scott Wosu, to come and deliver his valedictorian address. Did you bring it? You have it? Okay.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. Let's have last minute changes.
Okay.
Good evening to all the RHS staff and administration, Superintendent Camp, Board of Education members, the marvelous guests here before us, and a special welcome to the class of 2021. Finally, our journey has reached a destination of high school graduation. Time for us to venture a new path leading into our adult years. I'm not sure how long this journey will take, whether or not all of us are prepared, or even what the next grand destination will even be. Oh well, looks like I use whatever experience we got from the lessons learned. Most times that means we will step out of our comfort zones, and comfort zones are known to be quite soothing in stressful situations. I remember I was terrified when I first entered the high school. The challenging parts were an academic robot to become a social person, despite my hilarious dad jokes. But the best trick I found was to throw myself in a new territory and thrive in that environment, because regardless of every potential outcome, good or bad, right or wrong, it's all the same. Now everything you do is guaranteed the success you're looking for. When I first joined the track team, the success I was expecting was untapped athletic capabilities. I was a nerd on a team of student athletes. Almost none of my prior academic experience could have helped me with the physical and mental challenges that I faced. After 4 years of laughing and growing closer to the track team, I have teammates and coaches who I consider now as family, which is why I like to give special thanks to the coaches, Coach Bunyan, Sumter, Johnson, S., Buns, Shells, and Earhart, for putting up with me for 4 years, and along with the distance crew I ran alongside with. This story isn't unique because I'm certain most of you will thrive and be proud of what you become and what you achieve. Most of you probably will still have questions and doubts whether or not all your efforts is worth it when you do not know where this will lead or lead towards. Not every question you have will be solved in time you want to answer. Sometimes patience can be the best virtue because it will be a while before you find the purpose of what you're doing. The people you will encounter will either help you achieve your dream or not. What I can say is that what you do now and going forward have a big impact impact or unexpected change as we move forward. So remember, risks are meant to be taken. Failure is promised with those risks. However, the more you choose to learn from whatever experience you gain, the better you'll succeed in what you're meant to succeed in. Oh, and sorry about the sunglasses. I got blinded by everybody's bright future. Thank you all, and enjoy your future. Class of 2021!
Thank you, Scott. Excellent speech. And now our class salutatorian will deliver her speech. Miss Jacqueline Zafra Ortiz.
Good evening, family members, administration, faculty, and the class of 2021. I'm honored to be speaking in front of all of you on this special day. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for attending and to tell the class of 2021 that we did it, guys. The past 14 years with my classmates have been memorable. I remember when we were first given our school email in elementary, the teacher told us that the number was the year that we were all going to graduate, and I thought to myself, wow, that's like a million years from now. It seems so far away, but after that, time went by so fast, and here we are graduating. The class of 2021 has accomplished a major milestone of life, which is graduating high school. We all worked extremely hard for this day, and it did not go to waste. A quote by an unknown author is especially inspirational to me. Now that you're beginning a new journey in life, it's time to throw away the store-bought map and simply create your own. We have this amazing opportunity to start our journey that way we wanted to. Our store-bought map took us on a 14-year journey from preschool to high school graduation. We have reached our destination tonight. We now have a new destination, a new journey to begin. That could mean we choose to go to a college or university, take a gap year, travel, or even start a business. It's okay if you don't know what you will do. You'll soon figure out which path you'll take. Sometimes a map takes us directly from point A to point B with no issues as we travel down a smooth highway. Sometimes a map takes us through a rough terrain or to places that get us lost and we have to find our way back. For example, on March 13, 2020, the middle of our junior year was thrown into a tailspin with the coronavirus pandemic. We spent the remainder of our junior year and our entire senior year navigating through the twists and turns of virtual and eventually hybrid learning. During this time, we played abbreviated sports seasons, attended virtual club meetings, and participated in live or virtual stream school events. We also completed our academic requirements with teachers who instructed us through our computer screens. For some of us, tonight's the first night that we will see our teachers in person. There were some upsides to attending school virtually. We were able to wear pajama pants to school without getting detention. We almost had a live homecoming. We did have a prom, and most importantly, we are graduating together as one class. Some of us were able to readjust with all the changes while others struggled. Everything felt new, even a bit strange, but we were still able to figure it out. We all worked hard to make it to graduation. The class of 2021 had a difficult year, but it was worth it because we're all standing here today. Now is the time that we toss the store-bought map aside and create our own. Your new journey is also going to be filled with lessons, hardships, and special moments. It's not always going to be a smooth road because you will encounter many challenges. All that matters is that you overcome these obstacles and remain on the right path. As I close tonight, I ask you, where will your new map take you? Wherever you go, I wish you the best of luck, the most of times, and the courage to reach your destination. Thank you.
Thank you, Jackie. Good job. Next, I present our superintendent of the Rahway Public Schools, Dr. Patricia Camp.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, who ordered up this day? Wow, this is the best graduation day since I've been here. Amazing weather. But anyway, thank you, Ms. Rivera. Good evening to parents, family, friends, staff, teachers, dignitaries, the Board of Education, and especially to the graduating class of 2021. Before addressing the graduating students, I want to speak to the parents and guardians here. You continue to have entrusted us with your children and their education. On behalf of the entire Rahway District, I want you to know it has continually been an honor and a privilege to work with you in guiding your children to this graduation and to their lives beyond high school. And now to the class of 2021. I have a two-part speech, and they're both real short. So just hang in there. Even as we work towards more typical events like your graduation ceremony here, it continues to be truly strange times in the world. No one alive has a blueprint on how to deal with, let alone thrive during a pandemic. We have all, adults and children, experienced stress and anxiety and a really big dose of frustration this past year. You've had much of your traditional high school experience disrupted. But I hope you focus on what you have gained and accomplished. Your graduation today is recognition of your academic accomplishments. Please celebrate that. But you've gained more than academics. Skill-wise, you've mastered way more technology than imaginable and likely taught those skills to others, including many adults. More importantly, you have learned and practiced critical life skills. Through dealing with parents losing jobs, pandemic-induced deaths, lack of food, and helping others with classwork, you have learned and practiced compassion and empathy for each other and yourself. You have shown remarkable flexibility and resiliency. All of these skills that helped you through this year will benefit you and your individual life blueprint. Please continue to spread kindness to others, including to yourself. Celebrate your graduation with joy. You've earned it. Congratulations. Okay, part two. I want to take a little time to talk about a relatively new program here in Rahway, and that's Rahway's Rutgers Future Scholars Program. Just a tiny bit of background. Rutgers Future Scholars Program identifies eligible, promising 7th graders to participate in mentorship activities in school and at Rutgers during the school year and over the summer. Why would a teenager give up part of their summer for mentorship? Well, I know the parents are happy about this piece because when the scholars graduate high school and attain admission to Rutgers on their own merit, they go tuition free. Yeah. Rutgers Future Scholars started in Rahway several years ago due to the generosity of a Rahway High School alumnus, Dr. P. Roy Vagelos. Dr. Vagelos, along with his wife, Diana Vagelos, donated $1.7 million to support Rutgers Future Scholars in Rahway. Go ahead. It's amazing for them. Today, we graduate our first cohort of Rutgers Future Scholars, and I ask you all to stand at this time. The Rutgers Future Scholars. In Rutgers Future Scholars, yeah. What class are you guys? Rutgers Future Scholars, they're called the class of 2025 because the focus is on college graduation. But today we're celebrating your high school graduation. I thank you and your families for your participation in this program. That was brand new when you were in 7th grade to Rahway. You were truly our guinea pigs as we worked through the kinks of this wonderful program, and your input has helped Rahway and Rutgers improve the program. I wish you each, as well as the rest of the class of 2020, the best in all of your future endeavors. Thank you. At this time, it gives me great pleasure and honor to introduce the Rahway Board of Education President, Ms. Brittany Hale.
It's a long walk. All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thank you. I didn't know what I was supposed to talk about today, but I did know that I did not want to speak about the pandemic. And that's because you've graduated under incredibly stressful circumstances. And while we're proud of you, I figured a lot of other people would talk about that, and this is a time to celebrate you. What I did know is that it would be hot, and that we are here to celebrate your accomplishments that you've made thus far. So I'm gonna make it quick and offer a piece of advice. Is that okay? Is that all right? All right. So I'm gonna share something that a friend told me, and that's something that a mentor told her, whose mentor shared it with her. And that's this: stop approaching your power with humility. I'm gonna say that again. Stop approaching your power with humility. I heard an amen, thank you. Now, it sounds kind of dramatic, and you may wonder what I mean, but when I talk about your power, I'm speaking about these three things. First is your curiosity. Whether it's a TikTok, an Instagram reel, or YouTube, you have access to more information than any generation before you, which means that you have the opportunity to ask why and offer creative and innovative solutions unlike any that have come before. Next, your youth. You have the energy and the optimism to change long antiquated systems. So whether it's a pandemic, whether it's a fight for social and racial equity, whether it's understanding your potential and challenging others to see it and acknowledge it, you have that power. And lastly, your diversity. Now, as one of the 2% of black women in this, one of the 2% of attorneys who are black women in this country, I can guarantee you one thing. You are going to encounter people who will emphasize that you are different. And those very same people will make you feel as if there's something wrong with that. But because you find power in diversity, you know something they don't. And that is different is not deficient. And very often, the thing that is going to propel you towards success. Most importantly, what you know is that the ties that bind us are far stronger than those that divide us. And so I will say it a final time. Stop approaching your power with humility. I want to thank the class of 2021 for your time, for your talent, and for the efforts that you've given to the Rahway School District. I'd like to congratulate you and say, go be great. Congratulations.
Coming up is the required legal part of this. That's why we need the attorney here.
I certify that the members of the class of 2021 who are present here this evening at our commencement ceremony have met all state of New Jersey and local graduation requirements, and upon completion of this evening's ceremony, declare them graduates of the Rahway High School, conferring all rights and privileges attached thereto.
We're not done yet. I have to finish it. To the Board of Ed, I certify that the members of the class of 2020 who are present here this evening at our commencement ceremony have met all state of New Jersey and local graduation requirements, and upon completion of this evening's ceremony, declare them graduates of the Rahway High School, conferring all rights and privileges attached thereto. Yeah. Okay.
To begin our distribution of diplomas this evening, I invite Mr. and Mrs. Wosu to present Scott his diploma. Scott, we need you up here too. Still blinded by the bright future, right there, Scott? Next, I invite Mr. and Mrs. Zaffer Ortiz to present Jacqueline her diploma. I now invite the administration of Rahway High School and members of the Rahway Board of Education to assist us with the distribution of the remaining diplomas. Okay. Juliet, just. All right, we ready for this? Diana Benola. Number 5, Caitlin N. Sorber. Number 6, April Thomas. Number 8, Genesis Tatiana Perez Tintilla. Number 8, Jacob Martinez. Number 9, Stephanie Ferreira. And number 10, Atali Lopez. It's been a long, hot day. Class President, Astasia Limbrick. Class Vice President, Tashir Terrell Ballard. Alexander Argueta. Jack R. Blair. Bea Elvina Duverneau. Janaya Flagg. Juliet R. Flores. Kaylin Francois. Genesis Jasmine Garcia. Emma Noel Heilich. Brittany Lopez. Ashley Moragas. Ashley Marie Moragas. Got to get that right. Jasmine Gabrielle Maldonado. Jeremy R. Miles. Mel Resende. Maximus Alberto Sanchez. Albisha Stresta. Kiana Taylor. Sophia Upegi Campo. Isaiah Michael Westbrook. Jocelyn Alina Wu. Gabriel Martin Zacharias. Nia Agoso. Angelo Aguilar. Raquel Andrea Aguilar Cruz. Erica Selena Alfaro. Julissa Algarin. Samantha R. Alicea. Caitlin Nicole Alvarado. Ariel Anderson Brown. Jaden Andrews. Nishan Anglin. Dayanara Anorve. William Aristi. Nasir Arribas. I'm just going to pause while we get the photography a little under control. I'm just going to make you wait, right, Antonio? You're going to miss me, aren't you? Do you want me to say Mas? Because you Antonio Mas Arroyo. Eliani Aru. Andres Barco Cardona. Angel Barnes Brewster. Antonio Barricaro. Ashaya Balvin. Griffin D. Bixler. Jakai Blair. Malachi Blair. Sade Pamela Blake. Kayla Kiera Blakeney. Don't mess me up. Erica Bodie. Corey Boss. Mackay Boyd. This is going to be my graduation gift to you. Rashawn Rara Bradford. Andrea Maria Caballero. Alex Cabral. Renata Mercy Campbell. Ishmael Capers. Justin Card. Kevin Carreras. Kaylin Alicia Carello. Ernest Carter. Brandon is Steven Castillo. Jeff Castillo. Andrew Castro. Hossein Jose Sid. Josephine Claiborne O'Loughlin. Mary Ann Claiborne O'Loughlin. Brooke Cuello. Richard Conlon Webb. Assad Connor Best. Kyle Costello. Anissa Crumpton. Zaire Crutchfield. Daniel Cruz. Anna Mary Cruz Huezo. Miguel Cruz Laren. Ni Jaimea Cruz Laren. Paul D'Amelio. Matthew Dahl. Am I saying Jacob? Terrell Dance. Tiana Darden. Christian Davenport. Robert Davis. Chris Daverson. Rashawn Dawkins. Zachary Deeb. Daniel Darius Rodriguez. Andrew Michael DiGiovanni. Nicole Dermitis. Donnell Doster. Anaya Drayton. Cheyenne Equano. Sana Equano. Charles Paul Ello. Natalie Urize. Did I nail it? John Peter Espejo. Aiden Evans. Andrew Fernandez. Gregory Fernandez. Melanie Rose Ferreira. Haley Jade Figueroa. Naomi Figueroa. Danisha Fish. Tyler Fleischman. Christy Floreston. Angie Susanna Flores. Ryan Flynn. Stephen Flynn. Giovanna Braga Franca. Kiara Amani Francois. Jamarlia Jade Fuller. Christopher L. Gamera. Brian Garcia. Leslie Garcia. Maria de Los Angeles Garcia. Michael Garcia. Timothy R. Garcia. Brendan Royce Glicken. Brandon H. Goncalves. Heidelin Concepcion Gonzalez. James Lewis Gonzalez. Lara Gonzalez. Amari Alexis Gordon. Million Jaquilla Green. I meant to email you. Amar J. Grimsley. Aldani Jael Guerrera. Kenneth Guzman. Corey Kiani Hart. I don't even have to say your name, right, Yasmin? Yasmin Hartman. Darian Jahel Hernandez. Brian Hinko. Reginald Howard. Diamari Heaven Howe. Kamaya Khalees Huff. Daryl Awkward. DeLuise Ershad. Adam Ismail. Peyton Joseph James. Jonathan Gabriel Jara. Gabriela Cassandra Jimenez. Shabazz Karim. Kayla Lynn Carrick Arto. Nicholas R. Loss. Michael Laskowski. Leon Izell Lawson. Albert Lopez. Angelica Lopez. JC Steffi Lopez Zacatula. Nazmir Kyrie Love. Emily Lucas. Vivian Luna. Ryan Marr. Julene Marks Cardoza. Kevin Martin. Betsabe Martinez. Connor McKay. Stephanie Martinez. Tyshawn Mathis. Ivica Maisol. Joshua Maisol. Michael Mazio. I am not saying public. I'm not saying. Tavon McDuffie. Mackay McFadden. Sinai McLeod. Jonathan Mendez. Brenda Jocelyn Mendoza. You want to say your name, Diego? We got to talk. Diego Mendoza. Brannon Raheem Middleton. Adam Mitchell. Victor Motino. Julissa Mueller Rivera. Elijah Munoz. I'm going to make you wait. I'm just going to make you wait. Amajuan Murray. Okay, Amajuan. Justice Keith Muriel. Brandon Brian Nesmith. Malik Newell. Muhammad Noman. Chuck Wunoso Okwankwo. See, Chuck predicted wonderful weather today. Luis Lorenzo Ortiz. Roberto Ortiz. Stephanie Ortiz. Justine Annette Ortiz Gonzalez. Devani Alexis Osorio. Jasmine A. Peel. Jason U. Pena. LaRonda Purcell. Kelly Sophia Perdomo Quezada. Taylor Madison Phillips. Tyler Phillips. Daniela Fernanda Pinatelli. Michael Pineda. Trey Pinckney. Justin Quilopena. Nevin Amor Gainones. Brian Rodriguez. Messiah Jade Richardson. Denise E. Rivera. Miley Rivera. Alyssa Marie Rivers. Nejua Robinson Rainey. Araceli Jocelyn Rodriguez. Ishmael Rodriguez. Jason A. Rodriguez. Naisha Rodriguez. Christian Jordan Ray Rogers. Ashley Caridad Romero. Renato Roque Mormel. Adriana Ruiz. Alexandra Rivera. Giselle Ruiz. Wisbeth St. Louis. Fernando Gabriel Sayer. Josue Salazar. Michael Justin Sally. Aldo Santiago. Denzel Santiago. Aaron Santos. Jania Sessoms. Janaea Shipley. Esther Siocha. Anna Louisa Sosa. Amani Suhaila Stacker. Shania Stockley. Isaac Suarez. Charlize Tejeda. Elijah Isaiah Tenorio. Amari Clay Thompson.
We love you, Rahway!
Thank you, Amari. That's a detention. I'll see you after graduation. Christopher Javier Torres. Harry Torres Morales. Sarah Taller. Christian Vasquez. Jonathan Vasquez. Natalie Velasquez. Halia Vincent. Tyler Walker. Anaya Destiny Wallace. Kiesia Watts. Mikkel West. Troy Devin Wright. Brene Williams. Thank you. Thank you, and fellow administrator and our Board of Ed for assisting with this. As we near the close of our ceremony, I am pleased to call your class of 2021 Vice President Bashir Ballard.
Good evening. On behalf of my classmates, I would like to thank all faculty, family, friends, and guests for attending Rahway High School's class of 2021 graduation ceremony. I'm honored to have the privilege of sending you all off into the world. Well, class of 2021, it's been a really rough year, but we made it. Though we couldn't fully meet in person, myself, the staff of Rahway High School, and your families could not be more proud of all of your accomplishments. Today is a very important day. For some of us, it is the moment, it is the happiest day of our lives, a moment of triumph and progression. For others, it is the saddest as it marks the end of our high school career. But we all can agree the school year 2021 will live with us forever. Though our experiences have been nothing like we ever imagined, we will come out stronger and prepared for the rest of our lives. Believe it or not, we talk to ourselves more than we talk to anyone else. So when you are speaking to yourself, remind yourself to be kind. Remain optimistic and ensure that your inner voice is an encouraging coach and not a negative critic that hinders active progress towards your goals. Continue to feed your intellect and spirit with information that uplifts and nourishes your soul and growth. Continuously enhance and guard your mindset. The road that lies ahead won't be easy. There will be obstacles, missed exits, potholes, and roadblocks. But life is a learning curve, not a test. Again, life is a learning curve, not a test. So spend however much time you need figuring out what you really want. The road will change you in many ways you would never expect, but you shouldn't fight it. Let it help you grow. We have been through so much in our years here, but don't let that weigh you down. Allow it to push you forward and be what helps you make this world a better place. In closing, you have proved your incredible abilities over the course of your studies, and we salute you. All of your studying, researching, test-taking, reading, presenting, writing, and overall engagement has finally paid off. You are unstoppable and will continue to succeed. You are ready for all the world has to offer, and you must adapt accordingly. If you cannot find a job, create one. The uncertainty of several industries will demand we all recognize multiple revenue streams, utilizing creativity and critical thinking to solve some, if not all, of our new challenges. Life is a journey, not a destination, which requires continuous growth and elevation. Rahway is proud of you and excited to share this victorious moment with you all. Congratulations to the class of 2021, and I'm excited to witness how each and every one of you shape and create a new reality for us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Tashir. And now, I think we all been waiting a few years for this moment. If the remaining class officers and Scott and Jackie. So as they make their way before our turning of the tassel, I just want to remind parents that our students will do a recessional, circle around to the diploma tables, and then they will be with you as soon as possible. And I know you're just ready to hug them hard, so. Congratulations, Rahway High School, class of 2021.